welcome to Missed It by How Much. This is the channel that tests sports hypotheses by using computer game engines. We're currently testing the hypothesis by reversing trades, signing Shane Victorino, having Nathan Eovaldi as our fourth starter. We can turn the Los Angeles Dodgers in 2013 into a world championship team. We're using Action PC Baseball as if it's OOTP to test this theory. Today's game is the final of this series against the Giants. There you see it's game 77, and Dodgers win behind Clayton Kershaw, who in our game replay has a scoreless inning streak that we'll talk about later. Today's game will be against Tim Lincecum, the former two-time Cy Young Award winner. Those awards were produced in 2008 and 2009, but he played a pivotal role in the three championships that the Giants won in 10, 12, and 14. Here's some of his numbers. He had great wars in 8 and 9 where he won the Cy Young. But by this time in 2013, he's dropped quite a bit. Also, we're in game 77, or we'll play game 77 today. We have 55 wins so far. That would tie the 2019 Los Angeles Dodgers and the 1974 Dodgers for the most wins through 81 games, but we're not there yet. And as we scroll up, another 5 games on the schedule could get us to possibly 60, which would get us in the top 10 and tie the Seattle Mariners, who eventually have the greatest regular season record of all time. We're trying to get on that pace, but right now we're just focusing on trying to win a game. Also in focus is Clayton Kershaw, who in 2014 had his longest scoreless inning streak. That was 41 innings. He did that from June 13th to July 10th. And in 2013, in the real season, his longest consecutive streak was 17. However, we've surpassed that already in this game. Going back to look at June 5th's game, he gave up 2 earned runs. There was at least 3 innings there that he did not give up a run. And then he has 18 there, and 7 is 25. So that's 28 consecutive innings thus far that he has in his ledger. I'll have to go back and go out by out to see exactly where. But that's what he's working with as he goes into today's game. He has 2 shutouts. They're not consecutive. In the Pittsburgh game on June 15th, he was pulled after 7 innings. And we'll pull him here too if that's the situation. But it's a matchup of former Cy Young Award winners, and that is exciting to watch. So let's go play a baseball game. As you look at the divisions, you can see that Tampa Bay has really expanded their lead over Boston, who's still having trouble getting back on the winning track. They're now 7.5 games behind. Detroit continues their gigantic lead, and Texas and Oakland are now tied. Texas has led this division almost the whole season, and Oakland coming on strong. Arizona 16 back of the Dodgers. Cincinnati still hanging around 5.5 behind St. Louis. Atlanta and New York, that's a pretty stagnant range there. It's around 8.5 games that they trail. And we're going to have to find a home for Ricky Natalico and Hanley Ramirez from Miami, who are reverse trade players on the Marlins. Where will he go? That's a big question that will have to be answered probably in the next 10 days. Okay, we're going to zero in on this game right here. Lincecum at 6-7 with a 4.88 ERA. Kershaw 12-1 with a 1.59. That's what we'll do. Dodgers on an 8-game winning streak thus far. We'll look for the sweep of the Giants. And we'll try to put behind Kershaw the best possible lineup to get him his 13th win. He did play this team on opening day. That's his only loss of the season. Looking for revenge here at home. Okay, we pick our lineup the same way almost every single game. We go over here to OPS against the right-handers, and we just plug in the players. James Loney will play at first base. Victorino will be in center. Yasiel Puig and right. He's really moved up the ranks in terms of a versus right-handed hitters. He was primarily really good against lefties. Now he's done it on both sides. Or against both sides. Ethier will go in, Andre Ethier will go in left. Tempted to play Hairston. He's been really hot at third, but we're not going to do that. We'll put on Uribe there. Schumacher's ahead of Ellis, but I like the defense of Ellis at second base, even though he's struggled lately. A.J. Ellis behind the plate, and D. Gordon at short. And on the mound, Clayton Kershaw. Expected run total is 4.8. The range is 7.4. So good defense back behind and in front of Kershaw today. Here are the benches and the bullpens. Looks like everybody's available for the Dodgers. There you see the pregame story. Buster Posey with a 10-game hitting streak at 69 degrees, and the wind is blowing in from left center field at 3 miles an hour. Here we go. First up is Torres. And he's on first. And there was an error involved. We'll see what happened there. After we get rid of this screen. Swing and a miss, strikeout, but the ball gets past Ellis and Torres is safe. So that was credited as a wild pitch. Okay. I don't know how that was 2 pitches for Kershaw and a strikeout. Okay, Torres is on. He's a 6 speed for Scudero. 285 on the season. Kershaw checks the runner. Delivers. There's a ground ball to Loney. Fields it. And he'll just take the easy out at first. Torres moves into scoring position for Buster Posey, who's hitting 278 on the season, and OPS is 786. Numbers in the box don't look scary. Kershaw fires, and there's a base hit. That's going to score a run, probably. It's over Gordon's head. Victorino picks it up. Nope, it gets past him all the way to the wall. Ethier's going to have to pick it up. Torres scores. It's 1-0 Giants on a double by Posey, his 16th of the season. All right, Kershaw in trouble again. Here's Pence, who loves hitting left-handers. Kershaw fires, and there's a comebacker. He'll fire over to Loney, and there's 2 out. Posey still at second. Next up is Sandoval. Pablo hitting 286 on the season. Kershaw delivers and strikes him out. That's, I guess, his second strikeout of the half inning, but the Giants score 1 on the Buster Posey double. They lead. And the Dodgers coming up to face Tim Lincecum for the first time. Tim with a 4.88 ERA is 6-7. He's given up 78 hits and 86 2/3 innings. Pitched 11 home runs, 36 walks, 88 strikeouts, a whip of 1.315. James Loney sitting 353. He's leading the National League in OPS at 923. He'll be the first batter. And strikeout. Lincecum's first. Next up, Victorino's in 302 with an OPS of 898 thus far. From the left side, strikes out number 2. Lincecum on the beam. Shades of 2008, 2009 Lincecum. Has 2 outs already in this half inning, and Yasiel Puig's turn, hitting .343 with an OPS of 1.007. And he makes contact, but that's a can of corn out to center. Perez drops the apron and makes the catch. An easy 1-2-3 half inning. We're through one. It's 1-0 Giants. Perez, Sanchez, and Crawford. Juan hitting .303 on the season. Pitch is a ground ball to third. Uribe with the big Wednesday hop fields it across Deloney. 1 out. For Sanchez, Hector hitting .200 on the season. The backup catcher strikes out. Kershaw's third. Posey playing first base today, not in his normal spot. Crawford, Brandon hitting against the lefty is a surprise. He's hitting .241 on the season. We'll see how he does. It's a fly ball to left center. Victorino tracking it. The glove goes up, and the ball comes down inside of it. We're through 1.5. It's 1-0 Giants. Ethier, Uribe, and Ellis to face Lincecum. Andre hitting .257 on the season. He hits a ground ball to Scutaro. Big Wednesday hop. Over to Posey, 1 down. Next up, Uribe. Juan hitting .242. Gets a base hit to left. Over Crawford's head. Torres cuts it off. Is he going to go for 2? He's that guy. He's blah, 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 blah. It's all over the place. His second error. As Uribe moves up to second, I guess that's a single and an error. He bobbles the ball. That was my sound effect. It was a bobble. So, Uribe, a 5-speed, is in scoring position with 1 out for Ellis. He's hitting .288 on the season. He's had a tough go the last couple weeks. This venerable second baseman can get a run in with a base hit. That's a fly ball to right center. Pence watching it go up. He's tracking it as he runs to his right. Reaches up. Makes the catch. 61% chance to send Uribe. We're not going to do that. Juan stays at second. There are 2 outs now for A.J. Ellis, hitting .227 at the plate. Lincecum rocks and fires, and there's a liner into center. That looks like a base hit. It falls in front of Perez. Uribe scores, and the game is tied at 1. Kind of felt like that was the genesis behind why I had a chance to go to third. If I would have got thrown out at third, I would have ended the half inning, and Ellis wouldn't have had a chance to hit. Either way, the right call was made, and we're tied at 1. Ellis now at first with 2 outs for Gordon, who's hitting .254 on the season. Numbers in the box don't look great. We're going to let him swing. And he hits a comebacker to Lincecum. Fires to Posey and gets him. So the error hurts as the Dodgers tie the game on an A.J. Ellis single. We're through 2. It's 1-1. The wind now blowing in from left center field over in this area at 6 miles an hour. Kershaw now back to even. Steps on the mound to face the bottom of the order, Lincecum, and then back to the top with Torres and Scutaro. Kershaw at 25 pitches, strikes out Lincecum. Next up, Torres, who scored a run. He struck out and reached and scored, right? In the first inning. Hits a ground ball to Gordon. Wait for the big Wednesday hop at the end. It's going to be a close play at first, but the throw beats him by a step. 2 out. Nobody on for Scutaro. He's 0 for 1. He grounded to first. Kershaw at 32 pitches. Watches a ground ball come to Uribe. Long throw. Slingshot throw is on target. And the half inning is over. We go 1, 2, 3. We're through 2.5. It's 1s. That's one of the great parts of playing a manager with a pitcher like Kershaw. You don't really have to do a whole lot of maneuvering. You just have to push the button. By the way, the Giants scoring in the first ended his scoreless streak. So whatever it was below any any kind of a record. Probably under 30 innings, but still admirable, and not his record in 2014 of 40 plus. All right, that closes the book on that. As soon as I bring something up, it ends. So, not that I'm, you know, worried about those type of things. The only thing our focus is on winning the game, and it's 1-1. So we got the bottom of the third. Kershaw leads off for the Dodgers against Lincecum. There's a ground ball to Scutaro. Take his time. 1 out. Back to the top of the order for Loney, who's 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. This time he makes contact. Ground ball up the middle. Scutaro fields and fires to Posey. 2 down for Victorino, as both pitchers are just cruising through this game thus far. Victorino with another chance for Scutaro. He's a busy guy. He throws him out. We're through 3. 1/3 of this game is complete, and we're tied at 1. Kershaw back out for the top of the fourth at 37 out of a possible 120. Facing Posey, Pence, and Sandoval. Posey 1 for 1. He has a double and an RBI. He hits a long drive to center, but Victorino says he has it, and he's true to his word. 1 out for Pence, who's 0 for 1. He loves hitting lefties. This one is a liner over Uribe into left field. That's a hit. Is it going to get past Ethier? No. Pence will hold with a single. A 1-out variety. And here comes Sandoval, who's also 0 for 1. Pence not much of a steal attempt percentage. As Kershaw strikes out Sandoval, his 5th strikeout so far in the game. There's 2 down. Pence now goes up to 71%, so we're going to throw over there. And he's back. 63% now. We're going to throw over again. And it's 68%. All right, now we're going to focus on Perez, who's 0 for 1. Kershaw's pitch. He walked him. 2 on, 2 out, as Clayton's got himself in some trouble here. And it's Sanchez's turn. He's 0 for 1. The numbers in the box don't look scary. We're going to pitch. And we're going to watch a ground ball to third. It looks like Uribe cutting in front of Gordon. Has it across the diamond to Loney in time, and the threat is over. Giants leave 2. We're through 3.5. It's 1-1. Puig, Ethier, and Uribe against Lincecum, who's turned back the clock in this start. First up, Puig hits a long drive to left. That looks gone to me. That ball will not return to this earth in its original form, as Yasiel Puig just clears the fence in left field, his 15th home run of the season. And the Dodgers have a 2-1 lead, 344 feet. And that looked like a golfer on a tee with the driver. He just smacked that one. All right, a leadoff home run for Puig gives the Dodgers the lead and Kershaw the lead. Still time to do some more damage in this half inning with nobody out. Ethier's up next. He's 0 for 1. The pitch is a liner over Posey's head into right field. Does it get past Pence? It does not. Ethier will hold with the single. He's on with nobody out. And it's Puig's turn. Or excuse me, Uribe's turn. Puig just hit a home run. Uribe is 1 for 1. He singled, and he got the second on an error. Ethier off of first, not much of a chance to run. He's a 5-speed. Uribe standing in against Lincecum. Checks the runner, fires, and that looks like a base hit to left center over Crawford's head. Perez looking to cut it off. He has a 6 arm, and Ethier puts on the brakes. 2 on, nobody out still for Ellis, who's 0 for 1. This would be a great place to bunt. This is a game that is not going to be high scoring, I don't think. And we need a couple more runs, and Kershaw should be able to do it. So we're going to sacrifice here. I know A.J. Ellis on deck is a worse hitter than Mark Ellis, but he's already got a hit in this game, and he could probably make contact. Pitch is a bunt. Back to the mound. Can Ethier get to third? Yes, he can. Ellis moves both runners over. It's now second and third with one out for A.J. Ellis, a pivotal point in this game. A base hit makes it a 4-1 lead. A deep enough fly ball or a ground out, since the infield's playing back, should get a run home. No strikeout here. Numbers in the box look really good, including a 450 slug. OPS at 837. Okay. Ethier off of third. He's a 5-speed. Uribe off of second. He's also a 5-speed. Ellis at the plate is 1 for 1. He singled and drove in Uribe. Back in the second. Lincecum, big exhale. Steps back on the mound, checks Sanchez for the sign from the stretch. He pauses, he pitches, and there's contact out to left field. Torres with the 3-arm. Back he goes, measuring it. It looks like he's going to make the catch as he drifts back. He does. Ethier going to tag and score without me making a percentage choice. A.J. Ellis comes through with a second RBI of the game on a sacrifice fly to left, and the Dodgers now lead 3-1. Uribe doesn't move up on the play. He stays at second, and with 2 outs, Gordon comes up. He's 0 for 1. He still has a chance at an RBI with a base hit here against Lincecum. A pitch by 10 is a pop-up. Lincecum directing traffic, calling Crawford in to handle it. He's near second base. He reaches up, and he makes an error, his 11th in the season, and Gordon is safe. He's all the way to second. He was running hard the whole time. And D's on, and now there's a big chance to break this game open. Already up 3-1 with 2 runs in this bottom of the fourth. Kershaw comes up to hit. He can help himself out with a base hit right here. Uribe off of third. He's a 5-speed. Gordon at second. He's a 10. Kershaw at the plate. He's 0 for 1. He grounded to second his first time up. Lincecum now at 56 out of a possible 120. Glances over at the runners. Fires and strikes out Kershaw. That's his third strikeout. The half inning's over, but the Dodgers get 2. We go to the top of the fifth. It's 3-1 Dodgers. Brandon Crawford, Lincecum, and Torres against Kershaw, who now has a 2-run lead. 59 out of a possible 120. And it's time for better defense. At least we hope it's better defense. That's short. Gordon did his job. And Cruz is coming in to play short. Sellers would usually be the choice, but he's down right now as we needed enough pitchers to get to the bullpen. We needed an extra pitcher in the bullpen, excuse me. All right, that defense is about as solid as I can put out there. Kershaw now looks in. Ellis gives the sign. The pitch to Brandon is a strikeout, 6 strikeouts for Kershaw. He's back on the beam after that first top of the first. 1 out for Lincecum. Will they hit for him here? Let's see. Nope. And he strikes out. 7 strikeouts for Clayton. He's given up a run, but he's putting on a show. 69 pitches now as Torres steps in. He's 0 for 2. He did strike out and score back in the first. Kershaw delivers, and there's a ground ball to third. Uribe waits for the Wednesday hop. Torres running as hard as he can. Still doesn't beat the throw. We're through 4.5. It's 3-1 Dodgers. Lincecum back out at 63 pitches. He'll face the top of the order again. Loney, Victorino, and Puig. James 0 for 2. Lincecum's pitch is a ground ball to Crawford. He waits for it. He's got it. He takes his time. 1 out. For Victorino, Shane 0 for 2 also. The pitch is a ground ball to Scudero. He's been busy too. A lot of ground balls in this game. 2 down for Puig, who's homered in 2 at-bats. He got the scoring for the Dodgers going in the 4th, right? Yes. Lincecum's pitch is a liner to left. Torres makes the catch. We're through 5. Dodgers lead 3-1. Kershaw at 71 out of 120 will face Scudero, Posey, and Pence. Big breath, big windup, And Scutaro knocks one into right center. Puig trying to cut it off and hold him to a single, but he makes a poor play, and Scutaro runs into second with a base hit and a poor play. Puig, that's his first of the season. We're almost halfway through. So, bad time for that, though. With Posey, Pence, and Sandoval next, Kershaw's going to have to bear down. I'm assuming that's a single? Yeah. Okay. A single, they don't call it an error. He just takes second. Okay. 1 out. Wait, did he throw him out? Oh, he threw him out a second. I thought I said a poor play. Okay, so let's go back a step. I guess it was going to be an out. Puig turned it into a single by making a poor play, but then made up for it by throwing him out at second. Okay. So Puig redeems himself moments after making a mistake. Either way, we're in the top of the sixth. 1 out, nobody on for Posey. He's 1 for 2. He's doubled, and he got an RBI back in the first. Kershaw looking in, likes the pitch call, and there's a ground ball. Nope, it's a liner, but it's stabbed by Ellis. Mark Ellis shows his value there at second, making a play right over second base and robbing Posey of a hit. 2 out, nobody on for Pence, who's also 1 for 2. He grounded to the pitcher and singled to left. Numbers in the box don't look scary. Kershaw with the windup. Fires, and there's a fly ball to center. Back goes Victorino. It's up really high. Is he going to come down in the ballpark? He's at the wall. He leaps, and he makes a web jam to steal the ball. His 11th great play of the season. He makes a running catch on the track, and he hits the wall. Well, let's read the whole thing. Pence swings deep fly ball towards center. Victorino backpedaling, hit the wall, makes a running catch on the track. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. After 5.5, the Dodgers still lead 3-1. That web gem for Victorino has really proven himself defensively to be a catalyst for this team. All right, somehow Kershaw got out of that half inning with no damage. At least in the run situation. This is not a big lead. This is still a close game, 3-1. So we go to the bottom of the sixth looking for some insurance. Ethier, Uribe, and Mark Ellis. Some sparkling defensive plays there by the Dodgers in that last half inning. Lincecum at 73 out of a possible 120 delivers, and there's a fly ball by Ethier to left. Up in the night sky, that is deeper than I thought, and that ball will not return to this earth in its original form as Andre Ethier hits an Oppo Taco, his 7th of the season, and the Dodgers expand their lead to 4-1. 365 feet, even though the wind was blowing in from center field, it did not affect that one. All right, still nobody out. That was a leadoff home run. Uribe, Ellis, Mark at second, and AJ at catcher position. Still to face Lincecum if they don't pull him here. He's given up a couple home runs now, and the Dodgers have a 4-1 lead. Still behind Clayton Kershaw at 83 out of a possible 120. Uribe is 2 for 2. He's singled twice. Steps in. He likes Lincecum's pitching. And he says he really likes it as he gets his 3rd hit of the game past Crawford. Torres picks it up and holds him to a single. He's 3 for 3 today. I can't remember the last time he had 3 hits in a game. Nobody out. Ellis is up. He's 0 for 1. He's flied out to deep right center and bunted. This time he'll swing. Lincecum delivers. And there's a fly ball to center. Perez is coming in. This is a can of black beans. He drops the apron and collects the ball. Uribe scampers back to first. 1 out. For AJ Ellis, the catcher. He's got 2 RBI. He drove in Uribe back in the second with a single, and then he flew out on a sacrifice fly to score Ethier in the 4th. Uribe off of first. He's a 5 with 1 out. Lincecum checks the runner, okays the sign, and fires, and walks Ellis. AJ moves to first. There's runners at second and first with 1 out for Cruz, who's an excellent bunter. He's come in for Gordon. Gordon would be the best bunter right here, but should we let Cruz swing here or bunt and let Kershaw try to drive him in? Neither one with a good batting average, 143 versus 154. We're going to let Cruz swing. So Uribe off of second, he's a 5. Ellis off of first, he's a 4. In terms of speed, Lincecum at 87 pitches. Watches a fly ball to right. Pence is going back. It's still elevating. Now it's level. It looks like Pence should have this one in the right field corner. The glove goes up, and the ball comes down inside of it. Uribe going to try to go to third? Not with 2 outs. That's not worth it. We'll hold. And there's runners at first and second with 2 outs. And that's it for Lincecum. Tim on the game, 5 1/3 innings, 7 hits, 2 home runs, a walk, and 3 strikeouts. The 2 runners that are on still belong to him as Jeremy Affeldt tries to stop the Dodgers from scoring again and finish his buddy's line as is. All right, Jeremy on the season with a 2.77 ERA. He's 1-3 with 1 save. He's given up 16 hits in 26 innings pitched. 3 walks, 17 strikeouts, a whip of .731, so this is the right guy. You don't usually see pitchers get pulled to face pitchers hitting, but that's what happened. So this is a low percentage chance of a good outcome for the Dodgers, but they've already scored 1 in this half inning. So Kershaw, 0 for 2, he has grounded to second and struck out. Has a chance again to help his cause. Uribe off of second. He's a 5-speed. Ellis off of first. He's a 4. Affeldt nods, checks the runners, and watches Kershaw pop it up. That looks like an easy play for Scutaro. He's backing up. I think he's right on the edge of the grass. And he makes the catch. So the Dodgers get 1 on the home run by Ethier. We're through 6. 2/3 of this game is complete. And the Dodgers lead 4-1. Kershaw back out for the top of the 7th, 9 outs to a win. 37 pitches to an empty arm. Could he get 3 innings out of that? 3 half innings? I don't know. Right now, he's in, though. Defense is behind him is really good. Sandoval, Perez, and Sanchez here in the top of the 7th. Pablo is 0 for 2 today. He struck out twice. Can he make it a trifecta? Kershaw watches him hit a ground ball to third. Big Wednesday hop for Uribe. Slingshot throw across the diamond in time. 1 out. 8 outs to a win. Next up, Juan Perez. He's 0 for 1. He has grounded to third and walked. Kershaw at 88 pitches. Big windup. And strikes out Perez. That's 8K for Kershaw with a capital K on that one. 7 outs to a win. Here's Sanchez, 0 for 2. Hector is struck out and grounded to third. 92 pitches as he delivers, and there's a ground ball to short. Cruz to his right. Fields it. Strong throw. On time. 1-2-3 half inning for Kershaw. We're through 6.5. It's 4-1 Dodgers. Affeldt for a second half inning of work will face the top of the order for the Dodgers again. Loney, Victorino, and Puig. Loney is 0 for 3. Don't usually hold him hitless in a game, but this looks like it could happen as he pops it up in foul territory. Sanchez makes the catch after dropping the mask. 1 out. Wind now blowing in from center field at 8 miles an hour. For Victorino is also 0 for 3. Facing the left-hander this time. Let's see if that changes anything. He hits a fly ball to left. It's up really high. And Torres is watching it go as it'll clear the left field fence. And it's gone. 14th home run for Shane Victorino as he hits a skyscraper of a home run. And the Dodgers expand again, tack on another run. They're up 5-1, 345 feet. 1 out for Puig, who's already homered in this game. He's 1 for 3. Half out. Knows he loves lefties, but he hits a comebacker. And he hustles to make it close, but the throw is in time. 2 out for Ethier, who was also homered. He's 2 for 3 today. He scored 2 runs and has an RBI. He's grounded to second, lined a single, and hit a solo home run. All the home runs solo today for the Dodgers. Not a lot of base runners. Well, yeah, the bottom of the orders had a lot of base runners. They just haven't gone in. Ethier hits a shot to center. Perez back at the track reaches up, makes the catch, and the half inning is over. But the Dodgers get another one on Shane Victorino's solo home run to left field. We're through 7. It's 5-1 Dodgers. Kershaw at 97 pitches comes back out for the top of the 8th. 6 outs from a win. He'll take on Crawford, Affeld Spot, and Torres back to the top of the order. Crawford 0 for 2. He's flied to deep left center and struck out. And this time he hits a ground ball. Is it past Ellis? Nope, Mark's got it. And he throws him out easily. 5 outs to a win. Next up is Affeld Spot. Let's see who pinch hits for him. Tony Abreu? Tony hitting 100. He's 3 for 30. I think we made fun of him last game and he almost hit a home run. This time he does get a hit. It's past Loney and it's past Puig and it's going to rattle around in that corner. Tony running to second. He's going to third. Nope, he'll hold with a double. That's his 3rd of the season. He has 4 hits and 3 of them are doubles. Okay, 1 out. Kershaw in trouble now. You don't want to get in trouble with this bottom of the order because here comes the top. Andres Torres is up. He's 0 for 3. He scored a run, struck out, and scored because there's an error. He grounded to third. Kershaw at 106. Stares in, checks the runner, delivers, and strikes out Torres. 9 strikeouts for Clayton. 2 out. 4 outs from a win for Scudero, who has a hit and 3 at-bats. He's grounded to first, he's grounded to third, and he's singled to right center. This could be his last batter either way, with Posey, Pence, and Sandoval next, and Kinley in the bullpen. We'll see. Kershaw at 112 of 120, so there's a high likelihood this is his last batter. Numbers in the box don't look scary. Kershaw looks at second, comes to the plate. And Scudero hits a ground ball to first. James makes the play, and Loney steps on the bag in time, and Kershaw completes 8 sparkling half innings of work, only giving up 1 run. We're through 7.5. It's 5-1 Dodgers. Uribe, Ellis, and Ellis. Sounds like a law firm. To face George Contos with a 7.05 ERA, 56 hits and 37 innings pitched, 12 walks, 26 strikeouts, a whip of 1.838. This looks like the white flag being waved from the Giants bullpen as Contos comes in. But we'll see. They're down 4. And Kinley's available, but I'd rather not use him. All right. Regardless of that, we got a half inning to try to score some more runs. Uribe up first. He's 3 for 3. 3 singles. Looking for a 4-hit game. Contos delivers. And sees him hit one over Sandoval. In front of Torres. It gets past Torres. A poor play by him. It's a double for Uribe. His 10th on the season and a 4-hit game for Juan. Boy, did he need it. His average probably jumped over 10 points today. Ellis, 0 for 2. He's had an important bunt, but that's about it. Uribe off a second with nobody out. Contos checks the runner. Good bunt, but we're not going to. There's a fly ball by Ellis to right center. That's up high. Looks like it's playable for Pence with a forearm. Any chance of a tag here? He makes the catch, 1 out. Uribe goes on his own. I don't even have to make the call. So a productive out by Mark Ellis as he gets Uribe to third with 1 out, and Ellis, A.J. Ellis, the catcher, gets a chance for a 3 RBI game. A.J. has singled He scored Uribe once. He's flied to deep left that got Ethier in, and he's walked. So a perfect day in terms of at bats for Ellis. It doesn't look like a lot, but the 2 RBI does. And he has a chance for a third as Uribe edges off a third. Ellis at the plate watches Contos pitch, and he pops it up. I don't think that's going to get deep enough to get Uribe home. It looks like it's still on the infield. Crawford on the edge. Maybe it gets to the grass just barely, and it's caught. 2 out. Uribe still stuck at third. For Cruz, if Uribe's going to score, we're going to need a wild pitch, a pass ball, or some kind of an error. Or a hit by Luis Cruz, who's 0 for 1. He came in for Gordon, and he's flown out in his only at-bat. Contos' pitch is a comebacker. Contos got it. Fires to Posey, and Uribe is stuck, not scoring. The Dodgers get a leadoff double, but strain Uribe at third. We're through 8. It's 5-1 Dodgers. Kershaw at 114 out of a possible 120. Doesn't really need to pitch this half inning, I don't believe. I know Posey, Pence, Sandoval, and Perez coming up. Let's look at their bench. They had a threat in the ninth inning of the last game, but did not score. Belt is on the bench. I should have 2 lefties to handle him as needed. Let's take a look. Howell's available. Rodriguez is down. Okay, so we have Howell. Belisario is available. Of course, Jansen is available. Guerrero has 2 at-bats left in his arm. Or 2 outs, excuse me. 2/3 of an inning. Okay. So how do I want to play this? Kershaw is good. Let's go talk to him and see how he says. He's tiring. If you go back and watch the game before, Paco Rodriguez was tiring, and we just didn't listen and just kept throwing him. And he did great. 613 OPS is pretty low for Buster Posey. The only person with a better one is Kenley. I'd rather not use him in a 5-1 game. We can keep it right where it is. So we're going to ride our horse. I know he only has so many half innings in this arm. We're going to try this. The defense has been as good as it can since about the 4th. Pitch by Kershaw. Struck him out. 10 strikeouts for Clayton as he says, I'm not worried. Why are you worried? 1 out for Pence, who almost homered his last time up. He also has a single and 3 at-bats. Flied to very deep. It's not flied to deep center. It's flied to very deep center. And Victorino made a web gym to rob him of a hit, perhaps a home run. Okay, 1 out, 2 outs from a win. Kershaw still under the expected pitch count. And if he gives up a home run, his ERA goes up a little bit. His ERA is currently 1.55, so not worried about that. Fires, and there's a base hit by Pence to left field. Ethier picks it up, throws into Cruz, and Pence will hold with a single with 1 out for Sandoval, who's 0 for 3. Pablo struck out twice and grounded to third. Let's take a look. Kershaw's right on the pitch edge. 490 OPS for Pablo. Everybody seems to want Pablo. Pence with a 76% chance to run. So first of all, we're going to try to throw over there. He's back. I'm going to pitch to him. Kershaw delivers. And there's a ground ball to third. This could end it. Big Wednesday hop for Uribe. Flips to Ellis for 1, and that's all. Sandoval reaches on the Forest play. Kershaw now over his expected pitch count of 120. He's 124, and there's 2 outs. 1 out to a win. Sandoval at first. He's a 3-speed. And Juan Perez coming up to hit. This guy's 0 for 2. He's grounded to third. He's walked and he's struck out. I don't think they're going to be able to win the game from here. So let's go see who can finish this. Oh, it's so tempting to just leave him in. Guerrero has 2 more outs in his arm. And that's who I'd like. Can you get me 1 more out here? Those numbers in the box look outstanding for Perez. All right, let's see what happens. Sandoval off of first. 1 out to a win. Kenley's looking around. He has a ball. He's lightly tossing it in the air. But the wind is blowing in from left center field at 15 miles an hour. So let's hope this isn't a home run pitch. Guerrero checks with Ellis. Ellis telling him 1 more out. Come on. 1 more good pitch. Let's see if you can do it. And Brandon Belt comes in to pinch hit. You know what those numbers in the box? All right. As soon as we get Kershaw out, there's Belt ready to go. Brandon on the season ending 256 with 6 home runs, 38 RBI, and OPS of 724. The numbers in the box don't look that scary, though. They're worse than the previous hitter. So we're going to pitch to him. Let's see what happens. And he hits a bomb to right field. Is that gone? Oh, yeah, it's gone. He was just waiting for Guerrero to get in the game. It is out of here. Brandon Belt with a 2-run shot makes it 5-3 Dodgers. Kenley just stares off into space. That's Belt's 7th home run, 344 feet. Guerrero still doesn't have an out. Next up, Sanchez. Hector. He's 0 for 3. He has struck out, grounded to third, grounded to short, but that was against Kershaw. Now he's against Guerrero, or is he against Kenley? He's against Kenley. Well, we gave Guerrero a chance. It was worth it, but it didn't work out. So Kenley finished the game. Jansen is a .73 ERA, 4-1 with 9 saves. He's given up 19 hits and 49 in the 3rd innings pitched. 4 home runs, 6 walks, 67 strikeouts, a whip of .507. Kicks at the mound, steps on, checks the count. Checks Ellis for the pitch call, and delivers, and strikes out Sanchez. It goes over to Guerrero as they're shaking hands as they come off the field and goes, what? Easy. Dodgers win 5-3 in a game that wasn't really that close. On a 2-2 pitch, he strikes him out. Kershaw ends up giving up an extra earned run thanks to Guerrero's gopher ball by Belt. The Dodgers win 5-3, 5-9-0 for the Dodgers, 3-6-2 for the Giants, who had trouble scoring in that series sweep by the Dodgers. The Dodgers had as many home runs as the Giants had runs, period. 2 hits for Ethier, 4 hits for Uribe, who needs to get some affection for that. Lincecum gives up 7 hits and 3 earned runs in 5 2/3 innings pitched, including 2 home runs, 1 walk, only 3 strikeouts. Affeldt gave up a home run, a solo shot, I believe, to Ethier. Contos pitched well above his previous ERA. Kershaw was dazzling, 8 2/3, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 10 strikeouts. He could have gone 123. He ended up going 124. Guerrero, who had plus stuff, only faced 1 batter, and he bombed it off of him. Jansen comes in for the strikeout. Here's your miscellaneous items. 2 errors by the Giants that were costly. At least, one of them was. Home runs by Belt, Puig, Ethier, and Victorino. The only one with somebody on base was Belt. MVP is Clayton Kershaw. Not a surprise there. The Dodgers win this one and go to 56-21 and now have the best record through 81 games in Los Angeles Dodgers baseball history. As the page loads, I assume Kershaw's ERA will get worse, though. Let's see. 159, what did it drop to? 162, not a lot. 3/100 of a point. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Missed It by How Much.